So even though we do have the halo rail all connected now, we still want to take the tunnels in case of treasure? Wait, what? Didn't we unlock it? Emergency evacuation route. Access pillar to Kalmar. Automatically unlocks should any disruption occur in the supply of orbital energy from the access pillar. Be advised, any obstructions in the vicinity of this gate that might interfere with evacuation is a crime. Does that mean we can't? Can we just... We can't. I'm sure we can't. But let's check it out anyway. See what happens when we go straight to the access pillar. Wonder if there are any fishing spots. It doesn't stop us. Huh. Oh. Maybe this is a bad idea. Is this what Gilbert had earlier? The lion one? Yeah, it is. Plasma balls locks target's abilities. Oh, we don't want that. Patrol weapon developed by the Society explodes after a set time. This is all very bad. Very, very bad for us. Oh boy. Maybe... You know what? It's fine. It's whatever. Maybe they have a very short range. What are the chances this would actually do anything? I mean, probably not against plasma balls, right? Oh boy. Okay. Not too bad. We'll take it. Oh, Joshua's out of VP. That's not good. Alright, sure. Sure, why not? Makes sense. Not gonna lie, we were expecting them to turn us back at some point, you know? One of those cutscenes where it's like, oh, we can't go any further until we regroup and tell everybody back at the ship what happened, you know? But here we are. Thank you for dodging. It's great. Love it. You're awesome. You're the best. Aha. Was actually hoping to see the Bobcat again. But once more, we failed to actually look at Josette's CP meter before deciding that. It's fine. There will be other chances. Sure. That is just what we needed. More party crashers. Oh no, don't do that. All of Josette's hard work. Up in flames. We are still waiting for that explosion. Who to go after? Maybe if we could just take this guy out. Maybe? So close, Kevin. Aw. Welp. There goes that. Is Kevin casting? Oh, Estelle doesn't have... Okay, so it's just Kevin or Josette. Josette's casting, so we don't want that.
You ready? No problem.
That did nothing. That literally did nothing. Okie dokie. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, the rest of them, defense and speed goes up. That's not good for us. Oh boy. Really? Really? You are 9-4. Okay. We'll go after these guys. Just to get them out of the way. What just happened? What happened to, like, just making the others stronger? Why does that one get to explode? That is not gonna come in time. Might cancel Josette's art to get the Bobcat in here. One more time.
Told you I
before we switch her out for somebody else. Please don't explode. Alright, sure. Not sure what it resisted. Did it resist the buffs that it was gonna give it? Or something? That seems to be what happened. Like it resisted, was it defense and speed buffs? Something like that. But we will take it. That was fast. Joshua's turn is up again already. Kevin, if you could... Oh, come on! Alright, you know what? It's fine. We'll just focus on this guy. Oh, poor Estelle. It was Estelle last time, too. Why is it always Estelle? Why do these lion things always go after Estelle? What has she ever done to you? Josette, maybe you can heal Estelle for us. Yeah, that should be fine. That guy is going to heal the lion. We can't have that. Cannot abide. Hopefully this works. Fingers crossed. Please? Oh, come on. Why? Come on, Joshua, you can do this. Take it out. Please? Ah. So rude. Wow. Oh my goodness. Please? Finally. Oh my goodness. Was it though? Was it really? Is there anything? No. Yeah, we maybe shouldn't push our luck any more than we already have. So let's just go back to the ship, switch out some members, and then we will return for the expedition. Get into that tunnel, get some more treasure. Wait. Substratum Route 246 is already open. The opposite gate is an evacuation route to Kalmar, reserved. Oh, okay, so it only opens in extreme emergencies. Like if you destroy the Ariel and have to escape as the city is crumbling. Do all of these offer different ones? That would be very, very annoying. So it's not like once you unlock one of these terminals, then you can access the shop and it'll list everything that all the terminals have. You have to go to each single one to get what you need or want. Or have enough quartz and stuff to be able to make it when you encounter it the first time. Which is annoying. Very, very annoying. But what can you do? Oh, we still have to go back to that that factory tunnel. There were still those 2 corridors we neglected to explore. 2 corridors full of treasure goodness. It's fine. We will do that in a bit. It looks like everybody has returned to the ship. Except you. We're beginning final checks on the primary flight engine inside the ship. It should be perfectly tuned, but I just can't stop worrying about it. I came out here to check the outer hull. If we can just get the left side of the ship in shape, we'll be able to fly. Alright. That implies that you guys are done retrieving all the scraps. But what about this thing? What about this thing? Do you not need it? It looks like a pretty substantial piece of the ship. Surely, you require it. For something more than just decoration. Pulling the fallen outrigger up by chaining it to a howitzer. That's a rough way of doing it, but we don't really have any other options. The Society's actions are also cause for concern, so we need to finish repairs as soon as possible. That's a rough way of doing it, but if it works, it'll be worth it. Sure. So, that fallen outrigger. Amazingly, we ended up retrieving it by hauling it back with a howitzer. That was Major Mueller's suggestion, but then you don't get to be a tank commander without some serious smarts. So you guys used a tank to haul it back? That is pretty smart. Or are you guys talking about these things? Are these the howitzers? Using a howitzer as a tractor, huh? That's a new one for sure. Well, good for Mueller. Repairs are pretty close to done, so I popped in here for a quick breather. Looks like the Society's just gonna bite back even harder now that we're exploring that access whatever. Gotta get some rest while we can. Makes sense. Speaking of which... Alright, good to see nobody's in the medical bay. Half expected Olivier to be in there, feigning illness, to get out of work. I wonder if the flight engine test will go okay. My heart's racing just thinking about it. I can't stay still, my heart's all fluttery. We're about to begin the final tests of the flight engine. If the engine passes, we'll have basic flight capability. Of course, if we can recover the left outrigger, that would be best. But I want to proceed on the assumption we'll have to make do without. I'll have us ready to be airborne by the time you return from the Axis Pillar. Oh. So... we're gonna go into the Axis Pillar. Bad things are gonna happen. But hopefully, we'll actually be able to destroy or subdue the Ariel? Or seal it away again? And as all that's happening, the city crumbles, goes into emergency mode. Halo Rail stops working. We take the tunnel, the emergency tunnels, back here, and fly away on the Arce. Take care of yourselves, you hear? We've come too far for tragedy to strike now. So you kids return safe and sound, alright? Setting orbital engine output to 50%. Orbital voltage steady. We can start the test at any time. Output to 50%. Orbital voltage steady. No problems at all. Good work so far, everyone. Please, look over your equipment before you head to the central tower. Once you're in battle, it will be too late, no matter how hard you regret it. Oh, we will regret it no matter what. We will regret it no matter what. That's just a given. You might find it effective to change your gear depending on the kind of orbital enemy you're fighting. Sure. Because we will know that before we actually manage to fight the enemy. Totally can preempt it. Look at Olivier and Zin. Look at the three of these guys, just having a party over here, while the rest of us are out risking our lives. Yo, Team Bracer, what's shaking? Sounds like the expedition to the city core is nearing the end. We'll get the Ladybird flying again somehow, I'm sure. Get back safe, you hear? I want us all together when we head back to the surface. Aw, thank you. We do too. I did imagine we'd drink together again someday. It does feel a little strange though, after an entrance like that. I do wish I could have played things out a little further. But alas, I fear our most esteemed Prime Minister is rather too impatient. I cannot drag out things any longer. Goddess above, I never imagined you were a prince. Yeah. On some level, I feel sorry for the citizens of Erebonia. Wow, look at Zin throwing shade. So much shade. For my part, I wish my soiree could have gone on a little more. But alas, I fear our most esteemed Prime Minister is rather too impatient. I cannot drag things out any longer. I do regret that I cannot join you in our joyous competition of drink for much longer. The fact that you're drinking at all, right before a big raid. Great goddess, I still can't believe you're a prince. On some level, I have to shed a tear for the people of the Empire, I think. Zin in that shade, goodness. If we can get the left engine back in place, the repairs will be more or less done. So meanwhile, those of us who can't lift engines are basically stuck sitting on our hands until it's done. Hopefully we'll be ready to fly by the time you come back. All we can do for now though is trust in Professor Russell, Sure. Russell has always come through for us. Except, you know, when he only gave us 6 zero fuel generators when we needed far more. But that's not his fault. We're not salty about that. Everyone, thank you for your hard work. We're about to recover and start repairs on the left outrigger. There's still a possibility the Society might attack, so we can't let our guard down yet. Good work. Everyone's assembling on the bridge in preparation for the flight engine test. Thank you. Starboard flight engine circuits connecting fine. Running simulation at 50% output. We're stress testing our circuits between 50% and 70% output. If we see a problem with the outrigger, we'll stop the test immediately. We're about to begin testing the flight engine. But we still need to recover the outrigger, and you need to explore that central tower. There's still a lot of hard work ahead. I hope you have the best of luck. Let me pray for you now, at the end. It seems like the Bobcat's repairs are going well. Apparently Professor Russell's advice didn't just repair their flight systems, but improve them. Even the bandits were admiring him. Sounds like the professor's advice really helped them out. Aww. Yoo-hoo! Hi Estelle, everybody! Sounds like you're heading someplace scary. Everyone, come back safe, okay? I'll take a souvenir photo of your victory when you do. A souvenir photo? Sounds more like we're on a vacation. It's a great idea, right? I want us all to remember why we came here. I'm gonna take a photo of everyone at the end. So, make sure you come back, okay? Don't you want a close-up shot of the pillar, Dorothy? I was worried for a while, but it seems like repairs are going okay. Professor Russell pretty much hauled our bacon out of the fire. Now if we can just stop Ouroboros dead in their tracks, it'll be a no-strings-attached happy ending. I'll make sure we get the front page of a special edition for this one. You guys just focus on giving us the biggest, most slam-bang action story of the century. I'll make sure we get the front page of a special edition for this one. So make sure to give us a flashy action story, eh? Sure. Oh hey everyone. How's the expedition going? Yeah, I see. Yes, we're just about to begin our investigation of the Axis Pillar. So you were right, that tower is the central administrative facility for the entire city. It must be where the Ariel is stored, and the enemy must be there as well. Very well then. I will join your investigation, if you'll have me. Wait. We get Julia on the team again? Does that mean we get Mueller too? What? I want to get a picture of the situation with my own eyes. Besides, it sounds like the Axis Pillar allows them to manipulate city functions as they wish. As skilled as you've all become, I think you could use all the help you can get against that. But Julia, what about the Arcee's repairs? Don't worry, Your Highness. Most of the serious work is complete. I've already ordered the flight engine test. With that, the professor and the crew can manage what little remains, I think. Well, okay. I sure won't say no to the extra help. Glad to have you, Julia. He's thinking about it. Yes! We finally get Mueller on the team. On that note then, allow me to accompany you as well. Major Vander. The perimeter here is as secure as we can reasonably make it. Realistically, there's very little left for me to do here. A soldier should go where his skills are most needed, don't you agree? Major, we can't possibly both. Of course you can. You don't need to worry yourself, Captain. To be honest, my main concern is allowing a certain imbecile to wander around unsupervised. I see. Regardless, the offer stands. I will gladly help you if you need it. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Captain, Major. We finally get Mueller on the team. So happy. We will soon be performing a critical test of the bridge instrumentation. If that goes well, we'll be close to finished with the repair work. I pray we will succeed on our mission and all return safely to land, together. Everyone, please be careful. Getting this much repair work done in such a short time. Liberal continues to impress. The standard of your engineers is quite high. And I understand that a number of your engineering staff have received training from Professor Russell. I'm a little envious, to be honest. I've half a mind to throw a few over my shoulder and carry them back to Erebonia with me. I mean, maybe if you guys weren't so intent on invading all your neighbors, you guys could have an exchange program, you know? Sharing of knowledge. Not that that's Mueller's fault, you know? I'm sure he doesn't want to invade Liberal. We are beginning our test of the flight engine. We will be ready to fly by the time you return. Good luck in the meantime. Thank you, we appreciate it. Alright, sure. You are altering your team's formation. Very well, I would be honored to provide assistance. What does Mueller say? Do you wish for me to accompany you? Oh.
Take it.
Alright, we are very happy. Very happy right now. Oh, we should go talk to Olivier. See if Mueller has any comments about his contributions. Still funny. Still funny. No? No comments from Mueller about Olivier slacking off, drinking wine when he should be working? Alright, well... Ooh, Josette. Sounds like the Bobcat's repairs are going pretty well. Apparently they fixed the problem in the flight controls with Professor Russell's help. Kyle was really impressed with that old with Liberal's #1 engineer. Alright. Oh, we still have to... We want to read this as well. Yes? Somehow? Oh, there we go. About the Ariel seal. When we were closing in on completing the underground facility, unbeknownst to us, our seal plan was discovered by the Ariel. One of our comrades fell victim. Oh no. One of our comrades fell victim to the sweet seduction of the Ariel's euphoric simulations, and he was lost to us. However, the silver lining in this disaster was that this comrade was not aware of the full scale of the plan. With the information it gleaned from his mind, the Ariel focused entirely on the underground facility by the lakeside, and it paid no attention to the Annenberg or the device towers. That's not good. The Ariel, having learned of our plan, took to force. The Ariel manifested reveries as its defenders and set them upon us in the facility. Wait, hold up. So the Ariel can just conjure things out of thin air? It doesn't need like factories to build things, it can just think them into existence? Because manifested makes it sound like thought them into existence. And, maybe totally irrelevant, the word reveries is like a type of thought. You're lost in reverie. So maybe they really were just, you know, poof, monsters. So if the Ariel did like build the city out of its thoughts, once the people were back on the ground, that would explain the Dark Age. They couldn't recreate this stuff. They had no knowledge of this stuff. It was all just manifested by the Ariel. Who knows? Who knows? However, we were saved by our decision to build the facility underground. Just one single channel connected the facility to the surface. The Reverie's attacks could not reach down 500 arge beneath the surface. The attacks by the Reveries went on, day and night without pause. Eventually, our defensive line began to reach its limits. Uh-oh. While under attack by the Reveries, we were able to finish the facility, but it took time to secure the necessary energy. During the process, it seems we got careless, and a single Reverie broke into the facility proper. Once inside, stopping it was difficult. The Reverie reached the deepest sections in an instant. We were just a hair's breadth from total disaster when the full power for the sealing operation was finally gathered. Just as the Reverie set upon us, we activated the first barrier. The light fired from the facility reflected off the inner wall of the Annenberg, caught the Ariel floating in the sky. In that moment, the Ariel disappeared from us, and the Reverie stopped entirely. Through this, we knew that the first barrier was successful. The Ariel is, of the Septarians, the treasure governing the power of space. What was needed to nullify the Ariel, which held absolute dominion over space itself, was to utterly sever its connections to space, and indeed even to time itself. The seal mechanism, born of our hard work, had sent the Ariel, along with the entire city, into another dimension and successfully, temporally froze it. Wait. What about the people who are still on the city? Did they not get evacuated after all? The first barrier had activated successfully, and we had succeeded in performing a temporal freeze upon the Ariel in another dimension. However, that was not the only barrier within the plan to seal the Ariel. The plan's final defense line, the second barrier. The key to that lies within the 4 device towers. This mechanism is built to activate should the first barrier fall and time once again tick in the space of the Ariel. The second barrier's other name is the gravity barrier, and it can manifest gravity inside the other dimension. Should the Ariel resume activity by tying this other dimension down with linchpins of gravity, the goal was to prevent its return to reality. If the second barrier activates, it signals that the Ariel is once again active. As a result, with its gospels, anyone will be free to draw out its power. The gospels remaining on Liber Arc were sealed with the Ariel. However, should something that could serve in place of the gospels be born in the world to come, the Ariel will be free to wield its power in reality again. So if the gospels that were on the city were sealed with the Ariel, wouldn't the people that were on the city also be sealed with the Ariel? So then the only people who managed to escape would be the people who were on land, trying to stop the Ariel in the first place? I guess if the rest of the citizens were evacuated from the Ariel, maybe Celeste wouldn't be like the ancestor of the royal family? Because people like the Ariel, right? And all the benefits it provided? And taking that away from them wouldn't exactly set you up for popularity for being the ruler? Who knows? Who knows? We succeeded in sealing the Ariel, but its power has not been destroyed. We will root ourselves to this land and watch over the Ariel. I pray that we will be successful in our vigil, and that these records are never seen by any eyes. However, while we are steadfast in our duty, we predict that such will not be our future. When the Ariel once again returns to reality, how will our descendants choose to respond? Believing that we will not make the same mistake again, and the time will come when we are truly free of the Ariel, I leave these records for the future. So they just let the whole thing with the Ariel and its history fade into obscurity. Because these crystals were only available inside the towers, inside the alternate dimension, not freely available for people. So I guess they were afraid that if people knew about the Ariel and what all it could do, they would be tempted to try and release it. And this way, once people forget about it, they can just live on with their lives, be happy with what they have, etc. Who knows? Alright, we have our new team. Mueller is finally with us, hooray. After 2 games. Now we have to just spend an hour on the menu screen trying to figure things out.